You spent $30.50 on food this month. That's 50 cents over budget. What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. We didn't have any rice.
In that case, why didn't you go steal some from the neighbors?
That's a crime. I can't do that. Are you crazy? I bought some from the store. It's rice. It isn't expensive.
I'm just using that as an example. You need to be thinking like that to save money.
But what am I supposed to do? If I don't make a full dinner with courses for you, you get angry.
Of course I do. I want a solid meal when I get home. That's what any man wants. A nice hot dinner to fill his belly.
I can't possibly make $30 a month work. It's impossible to feed 2 people on that. Fresh vegetables are expensive, and meat and fish aren't exactly cheap either.
Well, why don't you find a farmer to help out or something? You can trade some work for meat or vegetables.
Don't you think you're being a little bit unreasonable?
Is that so? If you aren't willing to work for it, you don't eat them.
Not at all? Not even one meal?
Why not? You're just wasting your time rattling around the house anyway. You're just a housewife. You don't do anything. You aren't working, so you aren't working up an appetite either.
That's not even possible. I'm a human. All humans need to eat.
Really now? I don't know about that. So you can't do what you're told, but you still think with your gut, do you?
I'm just saying, I need to eat something.
You're eating without even working, and you think you can come at me with an attitude?
Because I do work.
Oh, please, knock it off. You must think I'm some kind of idiot or something. Who would hire a worthless piece of garbage like you? Nobody. That's who.
Say what you want, but I work hard. You can't understand until you try to do what I do. And besides, I had a career before we got married.
You spent the last year lazing around the house. What are you good for? All you managed to do is get in my way. It's time to put an end to it.
Fine! What do you want me to do?
We've already talked about it before. You need to listen closely and do exactly what I tell you to do. And you need to get back on budget and stay on budget.
Come on, Luca. What happened to you?
What do you mean by that?
You used to be such a gentleman. You always had a smile on your face when you saw me. You had nothing but nice things to say to me. You took such care to be kind to me.
I'm still a nice guy. Just look at me. I have a wife that can't do anything right, but I haven't kicked her out yet.
But you would never have spoken to me like that before. I don't understand what changed.
I've been spoiling you too much. That's the problem. It's important to be strict on your wife. Everyone knows that. I should have done it from the very beginning.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Who do you think you are? The heroine of some tragic play? I'm tired of that smart mouth of yours. Every time you talk back to me, I'm taking $10 off the budget.
What? You can't do that!
Alright then, that'll be $10.
Wait, please. I'm begging you. Won't you reconsider?
Is that another objection I hear? That's another 10.
I'm so sorry.
Are you finished? You better get on board and start doing what I tell you to. If you're a good girl and mind your manners, you can keep on living the life you have and no working. That's not too shabby, eh?
Yes, sir. I understand. I'm sorry you had to see that. He's become a completely different man than he used to be. My name is Sky. I'm 27 years old and I'm a housewife. I married my husband Luca almost a year ago. Before we got married, he was the kind and caring man. He always put me first and made me feel important. He was the kind of man you could brag about to your family and friends. His mother raised him entirely on her own. She's 57 years old, but you could never tell. She's incredibly beautiful and looks so much younger. She's also a truly kind and honestly good person. Luca was the same wonderful man he always was until about 4 months ago. He went to a high school reunion, and the next day it felt like he was a different man. "You're spending too much money! From now on, you're going to do what I tell you to! From now on, you only have $30 to spend on groceries each month." That's all I hear from him now. I don't know what happened, but I pray each and every day that he will go back to being his old self again. I've begged him, but he won't hear a word of it. I think he was planning to get his mother to take his side, but I don't think that anyone could have predicted what would happen next.
Hey, Ma. Let me talk to you for a second. What is it, dear? It's my wife. She's a lazy housewife. She doesn't do anything, but she's always so wasteful. Really? Sky? I can't imagine. Yeah. She pulls you in with that whole sweet and mature act of hers. She fooled you too? She seems so put together. I'm surprised. Is she really that bad? Yeah. She's already used up the whole $30 I gave her to budget for food this month. Huh. That's really amazing. Can you believe that? Wow, yeah. I guess that is a bit much, sweetie. I knew you would get it, Ma. You always know what I'm talking about. But it's worse than that. Even though she just loafs around and doesn't make a dime, she eats 3 meals a day. I see. Is she now? It's amazing, isn't it? She must have lost her mind. I can hardly believe it. I just have one little question for you. Luca, you're letting her handle all your finances, right? She takes care of the accounts and budgets. Yeah, at first that's how we were doing things. But she's terrible with money. She doesn't have a head for it at all. If she has money, she spends it just like that. I suppose that's no good. Right? I gave her $200 to take care of the bills for the month, and she spent it all. It's unbelievable. Wait, for all the bills? You mean for the electricity, the gas, the water, groceries, all of that? Everything for $200. Of course. That's about what they should run, isn't it? But she's such an idiot, she can't make that budget work. She always uses too much. Every month she has to use her savings from her old accounts. That's what's been happening. I see. I really wish she could have learned a thing or two from you. Why is that? You managed to raise my brother and I all alone. You were a single mom and you did it all. And sure, it's not like you could do much for work as a woman, but you still made everything work. You weren't lazy like my wife. You're really comfortable speaking so poorly about women, aren't you? My parents were farmers. We never had any problem coming up with something to eat. That's why I wish you would try as hard as you did, Ma. It's true, it's always good to do your best. Exactly. Now, back to the food budget. I came up with a new rule for her. Every time she talks back to me, I knock $10 off the budget. What do you think? Let me think about that. I think it's a pretty good method for keeping her in line. But I'd like your advice too. What do you think I should do? Oh, I have a great idea. Really? Of course you do. You always do. What is it? Why don't you put the budget down to 0? What? For groceries? Exactly! $0 for food. You're right. That's a great idea. Ma, you're so clever, you even outsmart me. But if she tells her parents about it, it could be trouble for me. Her dad can be really frightening sometimes. It'll be fine. I'll talk to her for you. I'm sure I can convince her to leave her parents out of it. You'll see, darling. Oh, it'll be fine if the idea comes from you. In that case, I have a little prep to do. Give me 2 days, then come over to my house at 10 a.m. Bring Sky with you. I'll give a little lesson about money and relationships. It'll set everything right. Okay. I'm so excited. Are you? I want to be sure there's no escape from this. You two need to come together when you come over, so don't bring both the cars. I read you loud and clear, Ma. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Hey, I'm going over to my ma's house tomorrow morning. You're going to come with me.
Oh? Wait, does that mean you aren't home yet, Luca?
I'm grabbing a drink at a bar right now. I can't come home right now.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay with your mother? It's just kind of out of the blue to say you're going to her house. I want to make sure she's all right.
I've been talking to her about how much of a screw-up you are. She wants to talk to you, too.
Me? Oh, no. Did I do something wrong? Is she angry with me?
Why don't you work it over in that empty little head of yours? Maybe you can figure it out.
I can't think of anything I could have done to upset her. Did she tell you what it is?
You don't even get it, do you? You really are useless, you know that? My ma is going to talk to you and set you straight.
I honestly have no idea what it could be about. What's going on?
If you don't know, I'm not telling you. Just shut up and be ready to go when I tell you. What the heck is going on? I don't understand. Hey, you stupid little wife. Answer me. Ma, what's up? Never mind, it's fine. But I need your help. What is it, dear? Right when Sky and I got to your door, these two buff old guys grabbed me. They forced me into their car and they're taking me for a ride somewhere. Help me. I'm scared. Call the police or something. Don't worry, darling. They're just some friends of mine. These thugs are friends of yours? You know your grandfather still teaches boxing. They're some of his students. They're very nice gentlemen. So that's who they are. But wait a minute. What's going on? Why are you doing this to me? I thought you were going to teach Sky a lesson today. You were going to tell her about her new budget and how she can't spend any more money on food. What are you talking about, dear? You're the one that doesn't get a dime to spend on food anymore. You, Luca. What? What is going on? Did I ever say it was Sky that needed to make a change? I don't think I did. I just said that the budget should be 0. Of course I thought you were talking about Sky. Anyone would. We started the conversation talking about her. I asked you about her. Why wouldn't you be talking about her? You must have just misunderstood me, Luca dear. The entire time I couldn't believe what I was hearing. You're the one that needs to be set straight. Why? You're my mother. You're supposed to take my side. I suppose you could say that. But it's more complicated than that, sweetie. You're my son. You're the most important thing to me in the entire world. But I can't forgive anyone who treats another person so poorly. Even if you are my son. And what's worse, it's your wife you're being so cruel to. It's outrageous. Ma, we talked about this. She's wasting every penny I bring home. She's the one that's the problem, not me. How is she being wasteful? You only gave her $30 to feed you both for a month. What was your plan? To eat nothing but dried beans and air? But Ma, I talked to some of the guys at my class reunion. They said they don't give their wives any money to pay for things. And before I got married, that was plenty of money to cover me. Each month I spent like $20, $30 on groceries. Of course you did! Before you got married, you were over here at my house eating every single night. I sent meals home with you too. You weren't paying for food because you were eating for free. But Ma, all you had to buy for yourself was a little cereal or a carton of juice now and then. I guess that's true, but still. Of course it's true. You didn't have to spend a dime. Yes, ma'am. Don't you dare act surprised right now. I'm sorry, Ma. Can you just tell me where these guys are taking me? I don't recognize any of the roads they've been driving down. I'm lost. A fasting retreat. Huh? You'll be fine, sweetie. They're absolute pros at this. There's also a physician on site to make sure you stay healthy or if anything goes wrong. Come on, Ma, give me a break. A fasting retreat means you don't eat at all. Yes, sweetie. That way you can keep your budget to zero. You won't spend anything on food now. You gotta forgive me. I've only read the brochure and heard a little bit about it, so I'm not completely sure how it works. I think you spend a few days drinking nothing but water. Then they gently introduce some cereals and grains back into your diet. I think they start with gruel so they don't shock your system. It's supposed to be very good for you. You've got to be kidding me. This is a special retreat. While you are there, they don't allow any contact with the outside world. It's a place to reflect and grow. I think when you get there, you are going to have to turn in your smartphone. What? No way! I can't live without my phone. Don't worry, darling. You weren't born with a phone. You didn't have one when you were little. You'll be fine without one now. But, Ma... Don't say a word, Luca. Yes, ma'am. Now, if you're done whining, the retreat is going to help you heal and purify those rotten ideas you've gotten into your head. It'll be good for you. Enjoy the retreat. I don't want to go. You can complain all you like, but you don't have much choice in the matter. You can't get away. The people that run the retreat are quite strong. They practice martial arts and a healthy lifestyle. A skinny little string bean like you doesn't stand a chance at escaping. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I have something else planned for you after the retreat. It's going to seem a little harsh, but it's for your own good. Come on, Ma. You're scaring me. Those two strong gentlemen in the car with you. Your grandpa's friends. They're going to train you in how to be a man. That sounds awful. I can't do that. I won't. Be a good boy and shut up, dear. I can't believe my own son would be such an idiot. Please, Ma, don't be mad at me. Did Sky know anything about any of this? Of course not. Sky is a shy and kind woman. She'd feel too bad to do something like this to you. She'd feel sorry for you and warn you if she knew it was coming. So it's been my little secret. Okay. That's why she had such a dumb look on her face when I brought her to your door. Knock that off right now! You're the one with the dumb look on your face! I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Just let me go. Don't make me do this. Forgive me. I'll be good to her from now on. She can spend as much as she likes. You're a grown man, Luca. I want you to think long and hard about what you've done. Use this time to really reflect on everything before you come back. Also, you should know that Sky is going to divorce you. You'd better not contest it. What? No! You have something to say. I'm sorry. When the papers are drawn up, I'll bring them to the retreat. You can sign them while you're there. Now, on that note, I think I'm going to take Sky out to a nice dinner. Maybe to that fancy French place downtown. I want to come with you. You won't be eating for a while, Luca. I'll talk to you later. Don't go, Ma. I'm your boy. You've got to forgive me.
When my mother-in-law finished texting with Luca, she turned to me and took both my hands. She looked me in the eye and sincerely apologized to me for her son. But I didn't feel like she had anything to apologize for. I didn't have any anger towards her. Everything moved so fast after that. In the blink of an eye, the divorce was moving forward. But she was there with me the entire time, sitting by my side and telling me that everything was going to be all right. She has always amazed me with her kindness, but I could never have imagined how good she would be to me through everything. That day, we both silenced our phones and blocked Luca. She took me out to the most beautiful French restaurant in town. It had been so long since I had felt safe, and even longer since I had been able to eat and feel full. Tears started rolling down my face while we ordered. Then I couldn't contain myself any longer. I cried like a child. After a few days, my mother-in-law was able to bring me the divorce papers. They were signed and sealed and ready to be turned into the court system. I couldn't wait. I turned them in that day. It was the most liberating feeling in the world. The judge awarded me an incredible sum of alimony because of the mental anguish Luca had caused me. I'm finally free from him. I feel like a prisoner that's just been released. Tomorrow, I'm meeting up with a friend of mine. I think we are going to a buffet, and I'm going to eat as much as I like. I think I'll even have dessert. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content.
Why, hello there, Marlene. How are you doing? I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything that you've done today. I greatly appreciate your help.
Oh, hey, Ben. I'm doing well. You really don't need to thank me for anything. It's my pleasure.
Well, I really do need to thank you for today. It was such a shame that your father wasn't there to be with all of you. However, I was relieved that I could meet your mother and get to know her. It was really great meeting her, so please tell her that for me, please.
Oh, right, yeah. Yes, that. Yeah, I will let her know that you enjoyed meeting her and that you're excited to get to know her better. Not a problem.
Are you okay? Has something happened?
What are you talking about?
I don't get it. From reading your reply before, you seem a bit off. It wasn't the type of response I was expecting, especially since I just met your mother.
Well, I guess I am a bit off, sort of.
Oh no, did I do something wrong? Did I mess it up?
Well, I wouldn't say that you messed everything up, per se.
Then what is it? If there is anything that I can improve on, literally anything at all, please tell me.
Okay, well, let me see. My mother has something that she wants to tell you, but she doesn't want to go through me. She would rather tell you directly. Can I give her your number?
Yes, okay, you can give her my number and I will message her to see what is going on.
Right, okay, I'll go ahead and give my mother your number. Well, I guess I'll leave it to you. Have a nice night, Ben.
Alright, okay then. Have a good night, Marlene. I hope this will all get sorted. I'll talk to your mother then.
Hello, is this Ben? This is Myrtle, Marlene's mother.
Oh, hello there, Myrtle. Yes, this is Ben. I just wanted to say again that it was such a pleasure to meet you today.
Oh, right, yes. Look, I'm just going to get right into what I want to say. Okay, so since we met, my family and I have been talking quite a bit about you.
Good things, I hope.
So I saw that you left a business card with us at the house. The business card is for a construction company, is that correct?
Oh, yes, that would be correct. That's where I work.
Oh, all right. So does that mean for a job you work as a construction worker?
Well, yes, I guess you could call it that. I do a bit of office work, like accounts and doing administration type work, and I also work on the actual building sites that our company is involved with.
Just as I suspected.
Is there something wrong with that?
Oh, Ben, do you really think that you can deceive me with the way you look? You don't fool me at all, not even for a second.
What are you talking about? Are you saying that I misrepresent myself on purpose?
Oh, come on, Ben. A construction worker is obviously the bottom of the bottom type of job. Everyone knows that only poor people work as construction workers. How can you even call it a job? It's hardly one at all.
Do you seriously think that I'm under the poverty line?
Seriously, Ben, did you even know that my family owns and runs a company? A quite prestigious company at that, I might add.
I heard a lot about it from Arlene. I hear it's very impressive.
Oh, right, I see. I see what you were trying to pull here. Because you have such a meaningless job that literally pays pennies, you're coming after my family's fortune. You want our company and all that comes along with it.
Seriously, Myrtle? Is that honestly what you're concerned about? I assure you that that is not my intention at all.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! I see what you're playing at. You think since my husband is not here that I'm gonna let you just walk in and take everything away from us? Our money, our company, the lives we have built for ourselves? Do you think you can play this woman for a fool? Well, you cannot!
No, that's not it at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was just asking Marlene about her father because I was curious.
Really? Is that how you thought you could worm your way in and deceive her? Oh, such a sweet and loving idea trying to bring up her connection with her father. Such a typical play for a poor man seeking fortune.
You might think that I'm living in poverty, but that's just simply not true. I earn enough money and I'm not trying to steal anyone's fortune.
Oh, shut up. Would you? It is such a waste that all you can do is dirty work at your age. I will not allow my daughter to be with such a poor man. You haven't lived a good life if you have this pathetic excuse for a job.
Okay, I don't understand. What is so terrible about doing the dirty work and being a construction worker?
Silly boy. What are you talking about?
I know it's not the most glamorous job, but I am so proud of what I do.
Are you kidding? I will not have my daughter marry such a poor man. Now get out of my daughter's life immediately.
Hi, Ben.
Oh my god, Marlene, what is going on with your mother? She seemed so nice when I met her, but the messages she sent me, it was like they were from a completely different person.
Well, you were a guest after all. You have such a friendly face, you look clean and tidy, and you had such good manners. You gave such a good first impression. But your luck ran out when your business card fell out of your pocket on your way out the door. But I guess I got lucky for that happening.
What do you mean you got lucky?
Of course, I knew from when we first started dating that you worked for a construction company, but I had no idea that a construction worker was such a low-paying job. My mother explained to me that the job is the type of job that poor people do. I made a huge mistake getting together with you.
So, does that mean that you don't want to marry me anymore?
Yeah, I don't want to marry you. You're just after the family fortune, and I realize that now. I don't ever want to see you again.
Oh, right, I see. But let me tell you something. I had no intention of going after your family's fortune. I don't care about your family's money at all.
Look, I just simply can't believe a word that is coming out of your mouth. We're done. My mother is going to introduce me to a new man that she set me up with.
What? A new man? Are you kidding me?
This man, he's going to be the next CEO of a major advertising agency. He has no intention of stealing my family's fortune, so I can feel safe with him.
Right, I understand. I really don't want to marry someone who decides such things without hesitation and without talking to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's make this talk quick, all right?
Fine, okay, let's just leave it at this then. Well, can you just let your father know that my uncle wanted to meet him? He owns Forspec, the company your family company is negotiating with right now.
Wait, what? Your uncle is a CEO?
Something like that.
Well, my father just left on an urgent business trip and won't be returning for 2 weeks.
There's no rush. Just tell your father my uncle wants to talk to him.
Hey, Ben. Answer your phone. Pick up. I need to talk to you.
What is it?
Like, seriously, what the heck are you playing at?
What do you mean?
It's to do with my father and your uncle. They've been in touch and built a partnership.
Oh, right, that. Oh, yeah, your father and my uncle must have had a conversation then.
Besides that, I heard you're also a CEO. Are you kidding me with this? I had absolutely no idea you're a CEO.
Well, yeah, you see, it's because I didn't say anything to you.
This has got to be a joke. How come you didn't tell me about being the CEO?
I didn't think it was important. I thought you liked me for me.
I don't understand what's going on. If I had been told this in advance, then
Then you wouldn't have broken up with me? Is that it?
What? No, I mean,
If you knew that I was the heir of my uncle's company, then you would have stayed with me?
Well, yeah. Isn't that obvious? So why did you lie about working as a construction worker?
I didn't lie to you about that at all. I'm actually now in the middle of my training to be the next CEO. It was actually my uncle's plan to do this. He has been sending me to different construction sites during my current work schedule so that I can learn the ropes. As I'm going to be the next CEO, it isn't enough to lay back in the nice comfy chair and relax while everything is done for me. When my department is not in its busiest season, then I will go out to the work sites myself and help clean up and get into the dirty work.
What? Why? That is seriously what it's all about? You have been completely twisting the story about.
If you say so.
So, if you aren't some poor construction worker, then the story's obviously different.
No, even so, aren't you already getting married to a different man? Why does it matter?
Well, I mean...
So, isn't that what you said? Your mom found you a nice other guy?
What? That's not it. No, not at all.
No? Oh, what do you mean, no?
No. Well, I just broke up with that guy recently, so it's okay. I know now that you have a better future than that guy, so I want to be with you, Ben.
I see. Well, my uncle was telling the truth about you then.
What do you mean?
If you want to know why I didn't tell you about me becoming the next CEO, then here it is. From the start, my uncle told me that I should be careful about when I told you about my job.
Why?
About 3 weeks ago, when your father's company had that party, my uncle was also there.
Oh, right. My father's party. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, at that time, my uncle saw how you and your parents were bragging at how rich you were and how they overworked their employees. It made him sick.
What? What are you talking about?
My uncle was shocked at how little you cared about your employees. He felt like your family only cared about money, so he told me that I should be careful telling you about my prospects so I can see for myself.
What? That still makes no sense to me. You're not one of our employees, and you have plenty of money, so there should be no issue.
The issue is that I've seen your true colors, and I didn't like what I saw. My uncle was right.
Look, let's just get back together, and I'll show you I'm the same person you knew. Please, I want to be with you.
What? Now you want to be with me?
Yes, of course. When do you think you'll become the CEO, by the way? Won't it be great that you will be in a position to tell those poor dirty laborers what to do? And then when I'm your wife, I will feel so much better than the grubby common woman.
Well, if you're going to say stuff like that, then no, I refuse to get back together with you. There is no way that is going to happen.
What? Why not? I would be the best wife.
Are you kidding me?
You don't want to be with me?
You were the one that was looking down on me and my job. Your whole family are so full of yourselves.
Please, I am begging you, Ben. Please come back to me. I will be the best wife for you.
I wonder if this has to do with the fact that my uncle might torpedo the business deal with your father because of you dumping me.
I don't know about that, but my dad said that I have to get back together with you and fast. Please, I am begging you to get back together with me or I'm going to be in big trouble.
Here's the thing. Even in the unlikely event that I were to get back together with you, I can't change the fact that my uncle is going to torpedo the deal.
What? Why? What do you mean?
Well, besides the fact that he finds your family reprehensible on a personal level, your company has already made 5 huge mistakes just this quarter.
Wait, what 5 mistakes?
Look, that's what the numbers say. It doesn't look good. It's gonna get to the point that it's affecting my uncle's company, so he will be looking at doing his business elsewhere.
You're lying. Your uncle can't do this to our company.
Well, that's what my uncle says. He probably would have broken up the deal even if you hadn't dumped me, to be honest.
Okay, fine. My father's company has nothing to do with you and me, though. We can still get back together. What's seriously wrong with me that makes you not want to be with me?
Maybe the way you talk about grubby common women and dirty laborers, it really doesn't sit right with me at all. Not to mention you broke up with me as soon as you heard about my job without even talking to me about it. We would never work, so on that note, I will say farewell and good riddance. The next day, Marlene and both her parents rushed over to my house. She continued begging me to get back together with her, feeling extra pressure now that her family's company was in trouble. In the end, I called the police and they forced the whole family off my property. Then she started messaging me weird messages and poetry. Meanwhile, her father's company filed for bankruptcy and had to take out huge loans to help fuel their extreme lifestyles. I heard they even had to borrow money from some shady people and all had to take low-paying jobs in order to pay off their debts. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Now that Ryan is gone, you can go ahead and start moving out.
Lori, what are you talking about? Ryan's funeral was just yesterday. I don't think I can even have this talk with you right now.
And just how long are you going to be moping around, huh? It isn't like that is going to bring him back from the dead or anything.
But you must understand how I feel. After all, your husband passed away and left you alone too, right?
Oh, him. Yeah, I was actually super happy when he kicked the bucket. Not having to take care of that old bag of bones anymore was one of the best things that could have happened to me.
I don't believe you. That can't be true. Besides, you just moved into the house that Ryan and I bought. I thought that we were going to be living together.
Well, you sure were wrong about that, weren't you? Now hurry up and pack your things. I want you out of the house as soon as possible.
I don't understand. Just what do you mean when you say you want me out of the house?
I mean that as Ryan's mother, his house is rightfully my property.
That isn't right. It's our house that we bought together as husband and wife.
Well, Francine said that she is also going to be moving in, and I can't wait for her too. So we need the space.
Wait, Francine is going to be moving in as well?
That's right. We decided that there is no use paying for my place anymore if we have a brand new house already paid for. Obviously, Ryan would have wanted us to have a place to live after he died.
I don't understand, though. The house is big enough for all 3 of us to live in comfortably. Can't we all just live together?
What are you talking about? Why would I want to live with someone like you? You're nothing to me with my son gone.
But this is the only place I have to live.
No. Franny and I want to live on our own, and we don't want any outsiders bothering us. We don't want to have to deal with someone else's schedule or comings and goings. Stop being so selfish right now!
But I'm not. I'm offering to let you 2 come and live with me. I don't understand what is so wrong about that.
I don't care what kind of charity you think you're giving us, but the fact is that we just don't want to live with you.
But what did I do? I don't know what I've done to make you dislike me this much.
I don't need to justify myself to someone like you. Do you understand me? Anyways, the movers are going to be arriving in the afternoon, so make sure you have your bags ready by then.
Wait, you want me to move out of the house by today?
That's right. And I expect you to leave us a hot meal ready on the stove when you leave, too.
This is just getting ridiculous.
You know, this is what I dislike about you the most. You have to complain and moan about every single little thing.
I wasn't trying to do that. I'm sorry.
Anyways, if you really think that you can't move everything out by the end of the day, then at least pack the bare minimum and come back for the rest of your stuff later.
This is all way too sudden. I can't just pack up and leave my own home.
If you don't do as I ask, then I am not even going to bother building a headstone for Ryan. He'll just go in an unmarked grave somewhere.
You can't be serious! You would really do that to your own son?
I would. Unless you do as I say and leave the house right now.
Okay, I understand. I guess I really don't have any other choice but to do that. My name is Tammy, and I am 30 years old. 2 years ago, I married my husband. Or should I say, late husband, Ryan. 6 months ago, we discovered that he had cancer. The doctor said that it was surprisingly advanced. It all happened so quickly that I didn't even have time to get ready. It feels like it wasn't even that long ago that we decided to start a garden and try growing our own vegetables. We had so many other plans. We'd even almost finished decorating the room where our kids would sleep one day. But he passed before we could have any. Still, after his passing, I had no idea that his mother Lori and his sister Francine had such strong feelings of dislike for me. At the funeral, they didn't seem to cry or anything. They were just playing host to all of their relatives. I really didn't know what to think when they demanded my house after that. But then, sure enough, they showed up in the afternoon with a moving truck full of their things. Tammy, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be taking this necklace that I saw in the pink jewelry box. It's mine now. Oh, no, I must have forgotten that in the rush to move out. Please don't touch that. Just leave it where it is. No way! I already said that it's mine. Besides, it looks really expensive. Maybe I can sell it and get some cash. Please don't do that. It was the first gift that Ryan ever bought me. You have no idea how much it means to me. Just how long are you going to hang on to the past like this, huh? I mean, keeping something like this isn't going to help you get over Ryan. Why don't you just move on and marry someone else? How could you even say something like that? He just died, and you think I could even think about doing something like that? Oh, by the way, I was just curious. Where are you staying now that we've taken over your house? I'm staying with some friends right now. Oops. I guess we should have given you a little more heads up about taking the house, huh? Oh well. Well, if you really feel bad about it, how about giving it back to me? Oh, yeah, no. That really isn't going to work for us. Sorry. Well, how is it? Are you at least finding yourselves comfortable? I don't really mean to compliment you here, but the sense of decor and furniture is just amazing. I mean, this feels like something out of a magazine. Thank you. I am really so glad that you're enjoying your time there. Well, the credit really goes to my mom. It was her idea to take over the house. She said that it was perfect since you two had already paid off everything, right? That's right. We were lucky enough to find a house that we could afford to buy outright. Wow, that is really just incredible. And in this market? But that was my brother, I guess. He did always make way too much money for his own good. Anyways, can you please just promise to not touch anything that I might have left in my room? Your mom said that I would be able to come back and get my things later. Aw, jeez. You should have told me that just a little bit sooner. It is a bit late for that now, though. What are you talking about? What have you done? Well, Mom is already laying out all of the stuff that you left behind here and choosing the things she wants to keep. Although, knowing her, half of this stuff will probably end up in the pawn shop so that she can make some cash. Are you serious? Would she really sell my things? Again, knowing her, she probably would. But don't worry. This necklace won't get sold because I'll be keeping it. It's all mine now. Wait, Hold on for just a second. Please don't go through my room anymore. I have a lot of things that are really precious and valuable to me in there. I don't really see anything else in here that could be that valuable. But some of these clothes, I guess? Please just leave everything there, okay? I am begging you to please leave those be. Well, what about some of these stuffed animals? They look like they could be worth something. No, please don't. Whatever you do, do not touch those. I am being really serious right now. Oh, yuck! What the heck? This one looks like it could be a real animal. What is this? It's just made to look that way, okay? But can you please just leave it be and not touch anything else? No, this is too freaky. I don't want this in my house. I'm going to throw it away. No! You can't do that! Please don't throw it away. Anything but that. Well, I want to turn this whole room into a walk-in closet. I can't have your old crap just lying around here taking up space. I'll come over right now to pick everything up. Just please don't throw anything away. I'll take it all home with me, I promise. Well, I changed the lock, so I don't see how you think you're going to be getting in. You did what? Why would you do something like that? Hey, did you come over to our house while I was out? I had to come over and pick up some very important stuff that I had left there. But by the time I got to the house, it seemed like Franny had already thrown everything away. Everything I wanted was broken and unusable. Oh, yes. She told me all about how you went into a panic over a stupid stuffed animal. Aren't you just a little too old to be playing with things like that? But it's really important to me. You don't understand what it meant to me. Well, I see that you are still hanging around our front door. Just what are you still doing here? I'm just waiting for someone is all. And just who would want to be seen in public with you, huh? Is anyone even really coming? Francine said you were going to try and sell my things without asking me first. Well, you have so many nice clothes and expensive-looking bags. I am sure that they'll fetch a nice price. Please don't touch those. So many of those were gifts from Ryan. Well then, as his mother, I suppose I have just as much claim to them as you do then, don't I? Anyways, he is dead, and it isn't like he can do anything with these things anyways. How could you say that about your own son? Don't you even care about what he would have wanted? What he wanted? And just who do you think you are to tell his own mother that she doesn't know what her son would have wanted? Anyways, we're already done moving our things in, so I am the new owner of the house. It is as simple as that. You really think that that makes you the new owner of the house? Of course not. It's the fact that it was my son's house does. He died and I inherited all of his things. That would obviously include his house. This is just common sense. But you realize it's my name on the deed, right? The house was always mine from the start. What are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me this house didn't belong to Ryan? That's right. I told him that I didn't want him to take on any debt or interest, so I paid for the house in full. Ryan was paying me back his half in bits with his salary. Wait, so you paid for this whole house yourself? Where did you even get the money for that sort of thing? But you've also completely misunderstood how inheritance law works. What are you talking about? What did I get wrong? Even if the house had been under Ryan's name, the only person who could inherit it would be me. What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Don't be ridiculous. You and Tim weren't even blood related. How could you get the house before me? That's just how the law works. And had we had children, then his things would have been split between the kids and I. But you never had a right to any of his things. But I'm his mother! That can't be right. I should have first say before all of you. I'm sure you think that's true, but the law says otherwise. But I don't understand. If your name is on the deed of the house, then
Why didn't you say anything to us before?
Well, you two are Ryan's family, and so I thought of you two as my family as well. If you two really wanted to live in this house so badly, I didn't think Ryan would want me to deny you two.
So then, we can have this house? Everything is fine.
No, everything is not fine.
What? You mean because we were rude to you?
Well, you may be surprised to hear this, but it was nothing to do with how you've talked to me. The truth is that I don't get the sense that either of you ever loved Ryan.
How could you even suggest something like that? Of course I loved him! He was my son!
You threatened to not even buy him a headstone if I didn't let you move in. And you're also thinking of selling things that have a sentimental value to both him and I.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Now I am only going to ask you this once. Get out of my house.
You have got to be joking me right now. I mean, you're just a housewife. Do you really expect me to believe that you bought this house? With what money, huh?
I actually own my own business making felt stuffed animals. I have been doing so ever since I was a teenager.
Felt stuffed animals? What are you even talking about?
I am talking about animals that I handcrafted with thread and needle. The one that Franny tossed out was just one example of my work.
Are you talking about that creepy realistic stuffed animal thing?
That's right. Actually, the ones that she threw away were projects that I were working on for clients. They send me photos of their late pets, and I create a stuffed toy that looks just like them.
And so, that's why they looked so creepy. Because they're supposed to be based off of real animals.
That's right. And for the large size, I usually charge about $3,000.
You charge how much? And you have people who will pay you for that.
Well, it takes a lot of time and hard work to get them just right for my customers. I also have a blog where I upload pictures of my work and reach new customers. That is how I make my money.
Well, then I don't get what the big deal is. I mean, if you have that much money, just go and buy another house and leave us alone. Besides, this house is way too big for just one person.
That's right. Even I noticed that. That's why I was okay letting you two live in there without me.
Wait. Some people just came to the door, didn't they? Who are you talking to now?
That would be my lawyer and a police officer.
What? What are they doing here? What is going on?
Well, you're stealing my things and illegally occupying my home. Those are both crimes.
What are you saying? I'm not committing any crime. This is ridiculous.
And my lawyer just came to show the police that the record of purchase for the house, which clearly shows my name on it.
Please don't do this. Surely we don't need to involve any police or lawyers. Can't we just talk all of this out?
What are you talking about? Do you really think that I am going to let you get away with selling all of my precious memories?
But I still have all the money from the things that I sold. I promise to give it all back if you just forgive me.
It isn't the money I want. It is all the precious memories that I have associated with all of the things that you sold. Those are things that no amount of money can ever buy.
No, this isn't right. We can still figure something out.
You have no idea just how upset you've gotten me. Ryan is barely even in the ground, but ever since he died, you have done nothing but heap more stress and guilt on me. I don't think I've ever been this angry before.
Okay, I get it. I understand. We'll leave your house. But just please tell the police officer to go away and forget all about this.
I will not be leaving this spot until I see you being taken away in handcuffs. So you might as well just give yourself up and not cause a scene.
But we're scared. We don't want to be arrested. I mean, Ryan is dead, and this is how you're going to treat his family. Can't we just make up and be friends? What if I tell my friends about your business? I know a lot of people who would love one of those toys.
I don't want you in my life, and I certainly don't need your help finding business for myself.
Please, can't we just talk? Just the two of us. I mean, we won't even have a home. And I've already quit my job because we had this place.
Well then, I guess you better start applying to some new ones then, huh? Because I am going to be suing you for all that you've done.
But I'm your mother-in-law! Would you really sue your own mother-in-law?
Oh, don't worry. You'll find out for yourself soon enough.
You're terrible. You're a monster! How could you do this?
And then I'm going to be selling that house. I don't even want to live there anymore after the way you've ruined it.
Well, if you're going to sell it anyways, then can't you just give it us? We need a place to live.
No. I am going to take that money and buy a house next to the ocean, just like Ryan always wanted.
What do you mean? He wanted a house near the ocean.
That's right. He told me that it was always his dream to have a house close enough to the ocean that he could see it.
He did always like the water, ever since he was just a little boy.
But he told me that the reason he would never do it is because you were getting old and he didn't want to be too far from you. So he chose to live close to you instead.
You mean, he did that for me?
And despite that, the only time that you would ever come over before he died was when you wanted money from him.
But he never once told me any of this. Why didn't he tell me?
He said that we would wait until you passed to move into his dream house. I didn't want to make you feel bad for the choices he'd made for you. But now that he's gone, I'm going to live by the ocean, just like he'd always wanted.
But you'll still give us money when we need it, right? Just like Ryan would have wanted.
Of course not. You have your Social Security and you'll find a job. I can't believe that you convinced Ryan to pay you $2,000 a month on top of all that. Just what were you using all that money for?
Well, you know how I like to gamble, don't you?
You used all of that money just to gamble?
I mean, there are certain tables that they won't let you sit at in the casino unless you're willing to put up a certain amount of money. I just wanted to feel like a high roller is all.
I don't believe this. If Ryan knew what you were spending all of his money on, well, I am just glad that he was spared this whole horrible episode.
Oh no! The doorbell just rang. Who is that? Is it you? Is it the cops?
Why don't you come outside and see for yourself?
No! Please! I don't want to be arrested. Please don't do this to me.
You're going to find out who it was one way or another. You might as well go in a dignified manner, no?
Please! I can't go to jail! Anything but jail! Please!
Lori and Francine finally agreed to come out the house without a fight. They were both arrested for trespassing and were made to hand over their receipts from the pawn shops. The total bill for selling or destroying my belongings amounted to $50,000. That price also included compensation to my clients, who were waiting on their stuffed animals. The two of them had to take out loans to pay all they owed back and are now living in a tiny apartment where they barely make ends meet. I heard that Lori still goes to the casino, hoping for a lucky break that will save her from all this. As for me, I moved to a quiet home in the seaside and spend my days with Ryan by my side. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Oink, oink.
Huh? What do you want, Sam?
Oops. I just thought I should try communicate with you in your language, you fat, ugly pig. You sure that you can understand English?
So this is the first message you decide to send me in 10 years, huh? You really haven't changed at all. You're still that annoying prick that you've always been.
You're one to talk. You probably haven't changed at all either, right? You're still that stinky, gross pig who lives in a stinking old farm. How's that going for you, huh?
If you have nothing important to say to me, then I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm busy.
Whoa, easy. Why are you in such a rush? There's something I need to talk to you about.
What do you want? This better be worth my time.
Sure it is. So listen, are you still single?
Why are you asking me a question like that all of a sudden? I'll tell you this in advance, but I have no intention of getting remarried to you. You're one of the people that I hate the most on this planet.
You definitely don't need to worry about that. I don't even want to go near you. You are so gross. I'm definitely not planning on owning a pig again. That was a huge mistake. I already have an angel and she's the best wife I could ask for. She is 1,000 times cuter than you. Trust me, I am so glad that we ended up getting divorced.
So, you managed to get married again. I'm surprised that there was a woman willing to pick up a piece of trash like you. Good for you. Is that all?
I bet that you're just jealous. You're never gonna find a man as good as me again.
I'm not jealous at all. Look, if you have nothing important to say, I'm really gonna get going.
I've also been doing well at work and recently got a promotion. Aren't I just amazing? My salary is just so much better than it used to be.
Oh, you're so amazing. I'm clapping for you. Happy? Is that enough now? I have no interest in hearing about your life.
I have been so happy ever since I got a divorce from you. Everything has gone perfectly after I left you. You must have been the reason why my life sucked back then.
Oh snap, what a coincidence. Guess what? Me too. It's been so much better raising Jake by myself and he's turned into such a wonderful boy.
Oh, he was tiny when I last saw him. How is he doing these days? I'm guessing he's starting to grow into a handsome man just like me, huh? He's got my DNA after all.
Actually, he's nothing like you at all. Thank God for that. He's grown into a caring and loving boy. I'm relieved that he looks nothing like you as well.
You're making fun of me or something? Every man would dream to be like me.
I can't believe you're still seeing things like that. You're over 30 now. You're so embarrassing.
Yeah, just shut up. Anyway, enough about that. Listen, I have a favor to ask you. And I'm sorry I left you and called you names and all of that, okay?
Why are you apologizing to me all of a sudden? This feels so weird. What are you going to ask me for in return?
My new wife is infertile and we can't have kids. We tried everything we could, but it seems like it's not going to be possible. She really desperately wants a child though, and that's where you come in. I want you to give us Jake. Let us adopt him.
What? Did you hit your head or something? You're not seriously asking me that, right? If you are, you should get your brain checked out. Like, go to the doctor right now.
I'm completely serious about what I just said. I'll apologize to you, so I want you to give us your son in return. All I'm telling you to do is give me Jake's parental rights. It's really no big deal.
There's no way I'm doing that. I'm Jake's sole provider and his mother. You're not his parent anymore. You abandoned the two of us before he was even born. You lost the right to be his dad a long time ago.
Yeah, and I had no idea that you ended up even calling him Jake, but he's my son too, you know? Give him to me, Anna.
I already told you that I'm not doing that, so back off.
A boy needs his father growing up, okay? I bet you that he would prefer to live and grow up with me anyway.
Oh, please. Cut it out. He has never said that he wants to see you a single time in his life anyway.
That's because he doesn't even remember or know what it's like to have a dad to begin with. He's my son too, Anna.
And you lost your rights to that when you left me.
Look, you just need to look at the reality here. My wife is a beautiful, beautiful woman who could become a model if she wanted to. On the other hand, you're just a fat pig with a very, let's just say, plain face. I think it's obvious which mother he would want to be raised by. There's no competition whatsoever. A total wipeout.
I don't even understand why you keep on calling me fat. Have you seen what I look like right now?
There's no need for me to see. I can already imagine your huge stomach hanging out of your shirt.
You're such a prick. It's pointless trying to have a conversation with you. Does your new wife even know about this? I doubt she's going to be happy to hear about it.
I still haven't told her about it. I'm gonna surprise her. She's been pretty upset ever since finding out that she can't even have children. I just know that she's gonna be over the moon when she hears about this.
I highly doubt she's going to be happy about it. What is she going to think when she suddenly has to raise the child that you had with your ex-wife?
Why wouldn't she be happy, though? She's gonna have a child without having to get really fat for 9 months. How amazing is that?
You're delusional if you think this is going to make her happy. I'm not going to give Jake to you either way, so just give up. Don't ever contact me again. Everything about you disgusts me.
Don't you dare say that to me, Anna. This isn't fair at all. He's my child as well, you know. It's not fair that you get to have him. I should have a say in this too.
That's enough. I've already given you an answer. End of conversation.
Look, I'm asking you really nicely. We really want to have children. Adopting a child is difficult because there are so many things we have to have. Tests we need to pass and whatever. It's a lot of paperwork that I hate. I am begging you to please just give him to me.
Jake isn't an object that I can just give to you. He's my precious child. I am going to do everything to protect him.
You obese witch. Why can't you just cooperate for once? Just shut your mouth and give him to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna make you regret it, Anna.
So now you're threatening me? You never fail to surprise me, Sam.
You want me to really hurt you, huh, Anna?
Well, those words sound so familiar. All you ever do is resort to violence. I've already given you my answer. I am not giving you Jake.
Okay, fine. I see how it is. I already warned you. What's about to happen next is on you.
Oh, god damn it! I can't believe I ever married a piece of trash like Sam. I also hate the fact that my son Jake is related to him. Hi guys, my name is Anna and I'm a single mother. I'm 36 years old. The guy I was just texting is my ex-husband. He's 6 years younger than me, and we used to get along really well. And everything at the beginning of our marriage was going smoothly until I got pregnant. At the time, I was really happy about it, and I was so excited to start a family with him. But our relationship took a sudden turn, and he suddenly started to call me gross for becoming so fat. I was pregnant! There was nothing I could do about my stomach. He started to call me loads of things like obese, a fat pig, and you heard it, right? I tried to talk some sense into him, but he would not listen to anything that I said. And we ended up getting divorced. He even started to threaten to throw me down the staircase if I didn't agree to the divorce. I had no choice to end things with him. Looking back, I think that getting a divorce from him was the best decision of my life. And that day was the last time I talked to him until today. I was furious when he told me to give him my child, as if he wanted me to give him money. There's no way I was going to hand over my son to him. Although now I'm a little scared of him, as I have no idea what he'll do to me. I've really got to be careful.
Anna, thanks so much for raising our son to this day.
Wait, what are you talking about? I told you that you cannot have him.
That's not for you to decide, is it? The decision's already been made. He's not home, right?
Well, he's not home right now. He should be back home soon, though.
He's not coming back. I had to take things into my own hands because you were being so stubborn about this. I went all the way to his school to pick him up.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
You don't understand. I guess English is too difficult for a pig like you. Oink, oink.
Sam, stop messing with me and tell me what is happening.
And what were you talking about before? He's so handsome, just like me.
You haven't met him a single time in the past 10 years. There's no way you know what he looks like.
You probably didn't know this, but Jake is the same age as my department manager's son.
So what?
Well, there was a framed photo of the manager's kid on his desk at work, and one of them had a name tag saying Jake. And he also looked just like me. He even had the same eyes as me, man. That's why I know what he looks like.
Are you really sure?
Yeah, I'm definitely sure. That's why I waited for him in front of the school. Once I saw him, I invited him into my car and drove off. He's here at my place now, and he's gonna be our kid from today.
You really didn't do that, did you? That sounds like kidnapping.
I didn't kidnap him. Stop trying to make me into a criminal.
It very well sounded like you kidnapped someone. You took a random child into your house without their permission.
He's my son. We're related to each other.
Wait, listen to me. Jake doesn't...
Oh, just shut up. Go and oink somewhere else. I don't want to listen to you talk anymore. Go back to your stupid farm and stay there.
Listen to what I'm saying is very important.
Oh, shut the hell up. You're worthless to me now. You should be happy that Jake's gonna be able to live an amazing life with me and my beautiful wife as his parents.
You shut up and listen to me right now. Jake didn't go to school today.
What did you just say?
He's not at school because he had somewhere else that he had to be.
You really should stop lying like that. It's not funny at all.
Why would I lie to you about this?
You're just trying to scare me. Why are you so against me taking care of him, huh? It's really difficult to be a single mother, isn't it? I know that deep down you're actually relieved that we're gonna take him off you.
Actually, I'm not struggling at all. I earn a good enough salary to give him a decent life.
Stop trying to act so strong. I know that you're barely getting by. We're doing you a favor by taking him from you. You don't need to worry. We'll take good care of him. I'm gonna be a dad from today. Oh, Jake's gonna be so happy that he finally has a dad. No, I hate you. I am not gonna be happy at all. Wait, what? Who's this? It's best for everyone if a guy like you never gets to be a father. Ever. We don't need any more evil on this planet like you. I know this isn't Anna. Tell me who it is. It's Jake. I told you to stop joking around. I know that's not true because he's by my side. Oh my god, so you still haven't understood what my mom was saying. She told you that I wasn't at school today, right? You can go check with the school if you don't believe me. Whoa, wait. Are you really Jake then? That is what we've both been telling you. Then who's this boy that's next to me? He's sitting on our sofa. I have absolutely no idea. The one thing that I know for sure is that it's not me. Wait, so if it isn't you, then this is a pretty bad situation. Oh yeah, you're in a terrible situation. You really need to go and turn yourself into the police right now. Wait, but I asked him what his name was, and he told me that his name was Jake. Did you really think that there was only one person named Jake? Are you stupid? It is such a common name. Oh god, this really isn't good. Oh, what should I do? I can't believe that you decided to take him home just because he was called Jake and he had the same colored eyes as you. Do you not have any common sense, you moron? What did you just say to me? Do you really think that's an acceptable way to talk to your father? Did you just say father? Who are you talking about? My dad is dead. Oh, you arrogant brat. Looks like I'm gonna have to discipline you with my fists.
How dare you say that to my son? You're over 30 and I can't believe you're threatening a child with violence. How low do you have to go?
Oh, so the pig's back now. Listen, you cow. You've managed to raise our son into a monster, haven't you? He is so damn rude. I'm his dad. I can't believe that he insulted me like that.
Stop talking nonsense. I am so proud of him for saying that to you.
Everything's a huge mess now. It is all your fault. There's a random kid inside my house now because of you.
You need to let the child out of your house immediately. He must be so scared being kidnapped by a man like you.
Actually, I can't. He wasn't listening to me, so I shouted at him. And then he just kind of passed out from fear, I guess. He still hasn't woken up.
Oh my god, you're kidding, right? You didn't physically hurt him, did you?
No, who do you think I am? I didn't go that far. Anyway, who is this kid?
It's one of your manager's child.
What? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. I just checked with your boss. He's pretty close to your department manager. Looks like all 3 of the children in the photo on your manager's desk was his own children.
Wait, hold on a minute. Why the hell do you know who my boss is?
So you don't remember? Your boss was my friend's dad at the time.
Oh, wait, but he quit and someone else took over. So that means my boss is your friend who took over his dad?
Yeah, exactly. My friend took over the company from his dad, and he's actually with me right now.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why is he with you?
I told you that Jake had somewhere else that he had to be, right? Your boss took him to a soccer game today? That's why he wasn't at school today.
Oh my god, why?
I'm engaged to your boss. That's why. And he's gonna be Jake's dad pretty soon.
Huh, no way. How is a pig like you engaged to my boss? He has no interest in a cow like you.
So you're saying I don't deserve him?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It makes no sense at all.
You're really starting to annoy me now.
Wait, this is really bad. It means that I've managed to kidnap my manager's son? That's so much worse than kidnapping a complete stranger.
Kidnapping any child is a crime. That's what you are, a criminal. Hurry up and return the kid to your manager.
I am not doing that. If I do, I'm gonna get caught.
You need to give him back before you make this even worse for yourself.
I can't have my manager finding out. I'm gonna be fired from the company if word gets out.
It's way too late to worry about that. He already knows about it. I told you that your boss is right next to me, and he already spoke to your manager about it anyway.
Oh, shoot. Crap, he's calling me.
Yeah, my fiance just sent him your number, that's why.
What should I do? Wait, the police are here as well. They're at my front door.
Yeah, I called the cops on you too, 'cause someone like you needs to be arrested and learn your lesson the hard way.
Wait, you know that I didn't mean to commit a crime. I just wanted a son, that's all.
Try telling the police that.
Okay, how about this then? If you help me out, I'll get married to you again.
Excuse me? Did you not read it properly when I said that I'm already engaged to a wonderful man? I don't ever want to talk to you or see you ever again.
Oh, don't say that. My life's over if I get arrested. Oh, please, save me.
I really don't care. I'm glad you're going behind bars now. Stay there, you prick. The police immediately went to Sam's home, and the manager's son, Miles, was immediately taken back home. Fortunately, he wasn't injured at all and was just asleep at the time. And Sam, as you could have predicted, he was arrested on the spot. He was sentenced to prison for 5 years, and he's currently serving his time behind bars. His new wife knew absolutely nothing about this and was shocked when she heard about what happened, understandably. But she immediately filed for a divorce. As for me, I'm now married to my fiancé, and we had such a beautiful wedding, which I'm grateful for. I'm glad that Jake finally has a great father figure. They seem to get on really well and love playing catch and soccer together. I always watch them from a distance at the park and think about how happy I am these days. That's the way life should be. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.